tips on how to make it easier.
That's right. Thank you, Tina. All right. We all know that our elderly, they're one of the most at-risk populations with the situation that we're dealing with worldwide. So we want to know ways that you at home can still care for our elderly, even though we got to keep our distance. So, Lindsey, thank you so much for joining us. I know you got a lot of great tips here, but first off, how can we still support our elderly population, especially our neighbors, our family members during a time like this?
Hi, well, thank you for having me. I'm happy to share some tips just to include our seniors, especially right now during the shelter in place. You know, I think care packages are a great idea, just making sure that they all have their essential needs. Handwritten letters, photos of the grandkids, a little really goes a long way with our seniors. So that's just one thing that we can do.
It really does. And another tip that you have here, we've been seeing this happening all over the nation or all over the world, where we've got to keep our distance. So people are actually walking up to where the elderly are, whether it's a grandma, grandpa, a neighbor, and actually doing everything from a distance from the outside, right?
Yeah, I love that. You're seeing a lot of videos online about, you know, people kind of doing a train of cars in the family and honking and holding up signs and just letting them know that, hey, we're here, you're not alone in this, and we have to keep our distance for safety, but we're here and we love you.
And you also have on your list here, number 3, make regular video calls. So important in this day and age right now, because our elderly, they want to have that connection, right?
Yeah, I think we're all realizing how we can utilize video chat a little bit more. And if you have an iPhone or an iPad, it's really not that difficult to explain how to answer a FaceTime call. So I think getting to see your grandchildren and your family, you know, via video chat is priceless right now, especially.
Yes, and I know one way to speak with them, of course, like you mentioned, the video chat. I got my 92-year-old grandmother out in Hawaii. I got to give her a video chat, but she doesn't have a phone. But you said it's important for family members to really help out with that, give a lesson to them, because it can be such a vital tool to getting them connected.
I think sometimes you just got to step in and, you know, maybe write it down. But I mean, once it's in place, you know, click the green phone button. It's pretty easy. So I think I put everyone to the challenge to try to get their seniors set up.
And to do that, and you also mentioned to get wisdom. The one thing my grandma always told me or tells me is to eat my vegetables. So I'm going to continue to hear that from her. And speaking of vegetables, our elderly really are not encouraged to go out there. So the last tip you say is really help out, try to do some grocery shopping for them, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot being able to be shipped right to your door from grocery stores. They're online. Of course, if you don't live locally and that's a problem and prescriptions are needing to be picked up, there's agencies like my own that can have people to do this for you, just so you can feel, you know, that your loved one is protected and has everything that they need, even if you can't be there or yourself are quarantining yourself or sheltering in place.
Fantastic. Lindsey, thank you so much. We'll have all the information on Sacramento right at home on our screen. So whether you're here in the Sacramento area or if you know someone that's living away that might have family here and could use their services, please go check them out and, of course, help support and care for our elderly out there during this time. Lindsey, thank you so much. Tino, I'll send it back to you.
All right, thank you.